Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Welcome to another Valley Forged. Yeah, today I'm talking earrings. I absolutely love doing this, and I really had to pass it on. I typically make videos of things that I'm doing, so they're relevant, and I know they're relevant because this is what I've been asked to do in my business, and I've thought about it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to pass this on because most people aren't even thinking about it. And earrings are and I'm a lot of times talking to myself through my videos. I'm talking to you, and I know that it's helpful for me as well. Earrings are really high profit for the amount of time and effort that they take compared to other things. Now, for me, everything works together. I don't make just like earrings of something. I will make like a keychain of it and I'll give you an example. Corgis, right? Pets work super well. And corgi butt keychains have been my bread and butter since I started this. One of the very first things I ever made. And I think, well over $10,000 worth of corgi keychains. Yes, crazy enough. But people just pick them up. They love them. Easy. They're super cheap and easy for me to make. And many of you I have them as part of my keychain set. Now, I don't have a jewelry or earring set. If you've got my coaster pack or my keychain bundle or bestsellers or something, you're going to have that corgi butt keychain already. But that's just one. So if I have that, I'm going to make likely corgi butt coaster, which I've sold a ton of those, right? And then I'm going to now make corgi butt earrings or corgi earrings, and they sell super well. The hardest thing about the corgi earrings is people seeing them. So having these other things like the coasters and the keychains help people visually see, oh, look, my favorite thing, or my sister has this, or hey, I need to buy this for a present for a person who has this corgi, right? And then they see the earrings and they sell super quickly. And what I want to say about jewelry is people will spend more on it. It has a higher perceived value. And so, like, a coaster is hard to sell for more than $5 to $8 because of the perceived value, even though it may take you just as long to make a set of earrings that cost $25. And so, why it's so much better to have the earrings and sell the earrings because you can have so many more for a small amount of little area. A little box of earrings can be worth a lot of money. And so if you didn't have a van and you were doing shows, well, it would make a lot of sense to do jewelry because you can easily fit that into your car. It's easy to take around. You don't have so much to lug back and forth. Actually, your presentation is going to be your largest thing, not the actual product. And you can make such a wide variety of things. It could just be inventive and make things nobody's ever thought of before. And this has happened to me lately. And that's what I love. Another reason I love lasers. And if you're into this whole thing, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, because I talk about this all the time, not just business, even though I concentrate on small business because that's what I do. I'm going to teach you about everything. So just lately, I had someone asked me, they were doing a surf and skate show, and they're like, hey, can you make surfboards and skateboard earrings for me for my show so that I can sell them? At first, I was kind of not into it because I don't like doing special orders. I kind of like having what I make and getting better at that, and then leaving time for my imagination. But this kind of was time for my imagination. I was thinking, surf and skateboard, hey, that might end up being a good thing. I don't know. That's really not my forte. I mean, I used to surf, but skateboarding as was too painful for me. But I wouldn't consider myself a surfer, right? So I'm not part of that whole system. So I decided I was going to do it. So I went on to Etsy and I got some, patterns, and I adapted them because most patterns on Etsy suck, especially trying to get them into Lightburn. So, of course, I had to redo it. But hey, you learn every time you do that sort of thing. And I think they came out wonderful. All except for this one with the palm trees and stuff. It came out fine, but the way I colored it and painted it, I thought looked kind of garbage, to be honest. I wasn't happy with it. Well, of course, those are the first ones that sold, and they ordered more of those. So you just sometimes never know what is actually going to work and what's not going to work. But I thought they all came out great, and so I have decided to keep making them. And I also decided to do them, of course, in acrylic. Now, a lot of people out there have a diode laser and they're thinking, well, acrylic, I can't do acrylic. Well, I can't tell you how many of these two-tone acrylic corgis that I have sold, and I did the same thing with the earrings, and I think they'll work out really, really well. This two-tone acrylic is fantastic, and I did a video a long time ago on it, but I'm going to be doing another one on diode laser acrylic here in the next few days. It's just so good and so easy. And I find that the two-tone acrylic actually cuts and engraves easier than most of the other diode laser acrylic that you can get. I do get mine from people are asking, where do you get yours? I get my stuff from Craft Closet. I have a link below. It gives you some percentage off, 10% off. And they have a really, really good selection of diode laser acrylic. They have the regular as well. You're not going to do transparent acrylic with a diode laser. You're just not. So don't even bother. The nice thing is they have a diode laser catalog, and you could just go and, get your mind, just look through stuff and get your imagination flowing, because that's really the fun part of laser, in my opinion, is just being creative and doing things people haven't done before. And so you kind of just go through. I really like solid wood for earrings and jewelry. I really like the two-tone acrylic. There's a ton of different things, though, that you could do. I love doing leather for earrings as well, but that's just, although it's cheaper because it's so small for doing leather things, which is good. Leather is still expensive just to buy, and since I only work with Italian leather because working with anything else is kind of a pain in the butt, it does tend to be expensive to just get it. But solid wood here, different kinds of acrylics. You could see there's lots of different acrylics that work on a diode laser. Again, I will be making another video soon. But at least it can get your imagination going and saying, hey, I don't just have to work with, I don't know, Baltic birch, which could be really boring to me. I rarely work with Baltic birch. I think I've had this, I buy a bunch of it because sometimes I'll get a big order for something that I need to use it for. But I tend not to use it very often because I just feel like it's really boring when there's so many other really, really cool materials out there that I could use that kind of differentiate me from all the other laser people. And I would also say, this, when you look up laser cut earrings, you will see a lot of these patterns come from Etsy. All these intricate designs and different things, which is really cool. Makes me think of Glowforge, a Glowforge commercial or something. Really neat, but they take a lot more time. It's a lot easier to make mistakes, burns. You got to get your settings absolutely correct to do these sort of cuts. And I just didn't find them all that exciting. Even though my first time looking at them, I thought they were really cool. But after making them, it just really didn't do much for me. I much rather make something that people are going to look at and think, whoa, hey, there's my, I'm into skateboards, I'm into hiking, I'm into dogs or cats or something along those lines. But that's just my thoughts. But all of this stuff can get your thoughts going, your imagination going, and kind of fit the personality that you want. I mean, really, what got me into making jewelry in the first place was making gifts for people. I got a lot of requests for different things. And so, because I wouldn't have thought making jewelry would be like a third to half of my business today. That just wasn't what I expected. But that's the fun thing, too, about lasers is just things you don't expect end up being, the best. And as I was talking about these painted surfboards, you just never know. So yeah, this was a rambly video here and there and all that, but I'm sure you got something. At least it got your mind going somewhere and thinking, hey, maybe I should do jewelry. And it could be very fulfilling. And hey, if you want to hand paint things, it could be really fun as well. I like to just watch videos. I'll sew my wallets, which I have a bunch I got to sew today. And, or I could paint earrings. These are creative things that I like to do while, again, I'm watching Clack Shack or Ventari or some leather making video or something interesting. And I could be doing that at the same time. So it doesn't really feel like work. I guess most of the time, lasers just don't feel like work to me, even after years of doing it. I guess I'm just a lucky guy. But that's all I got to say for this video. Please leave a comment if you have questions or thoughts about this. Something I left out, which is very possible. But I will be doing, again, an acrylic specific video for diode lasers in the next few days. Lots of new stuff has come out, and I have made some new inventions, so it's always fun to pass that on. And I will see you in the next video. Love y'all.